5:22, it says, abstain from all appearance of evil.
Oh, hey, and abstain from all appearance of evil. Meaning, you know the name of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, but you go before your congregation and say Jesus Christ. Man.
Yeah.
That's appearance of evil, man.
But at night before you lay your knees to pray, you call on Yahweh Hashem Al Shai.
Once again, you pushing McDonald's, but you coming home a vegetarian, man.
That's right.
That's bullshit, man.
Y'all bet them angels are standing over here with the fan.
Like, you know?
You know they eager to get rid of
what?
them. Yeah.
You know? But, you know, the 1/3, that's why it says in the scriptures, the Most High have reserved 7,000 that will not basically bid. So, we represent Daniel, man, those 3 men. We represent those 3 men, man. All right? We represent Daniel in the 6th chapter. As a matter of fact, get that Daniel 6th chapter where it goes into the decree and how he went and prayed to the east as a 4th time. Because we going to have to go to the Romans. Was it the Grecians? In 2nd Maccabees 7?
With the Grecians.
Yeah, we're going to have to go before the Grecians and say, fuck it. It's easier said than done. The little trial run was the jail. Because some of us were threatened to lose our job if we didn't juice up our arm, man.
Yeah.
All right, but that was just a little trial run.
Yeah.
We still had the trailer wheels on that one.
Yeah.
You know? Nah, this one right here, those might get kicked in, man. You might be walking out with your lady on a Saturday, man, and then you might get snatched up, bag over your head, man.
Yeah.
Because you know what? When they give those little executive orders, we're gonna be the first to go.
Yeah.
George Orwell, Room 101. Hey, Malak, is it Room 101? 1984? They didn't write that book for no reason, man. They wrote it in 1943, predicting what's going to happen in 1984, but really, it's going to happen now. All right? That's why we have disinformation and misinformation. If you watch 1984, read the book, he was in charge of the disinformation. One minute there's a war going on, next minute there's not a war going on. One minute this is going on, next minute it's contradicting news. It's to confuse the Goyim, man.
Controlling the narrative.
Controlling the narrative, all those things, man. All right? But the point is, man, all right, we're going to get Eleazar tested. And if we're worthy, we might die for Yahweh Shema Shai.
Right.
How about that? I'd rather live for Yahweh Shema Shai, but I might have to die for Yahweh Shema Shai so I can live with Yahweh Shema Shai, man.
That's right.
We only got one time to be great, man. I don't want my legend stained. I don't want my account stained.
Right.
I went out here all these years just to be on some weak shit at the end.
Yeah. All for nothing.
All for nothing, man. I pray to Yahweh Shema Shai that he put the spirit on all of us to be pillars
That's right.
for Yahweh Shema Shai, man. All right?
Revelation 24, and I saw thrones, and they sat on them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the spirits of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua.
Some of us are going to be beheaded.
Yeah.
All right? But that's part of the story. We're in Yahweh's movie. We're already dying. He said, yeah, for thy sake we're what? Kill all the day long. We're already dying. All right, go ahead.
And that shows you how the elites of Esau and Edom, they were the ones who had that testimony of Yahushua.
That's
Yeah.
it.
You know? Because you read the book of Psalm, the 8th chapter, it goes into how Israel should be cut off and how the name of Israel should no more be in remembrance. It really goes into the Most High's treasure, which are the elect of the nation of Israel, because 2/3 of our people are already compromised by the God of this world already.
Right.
They already compromised, we already saw with the pre-trial, with the JAB.
Yeah.
So how much more within when the ultimate way he's selling out, which is when he introduces Karab very soon.
Yeah.
You know?
Because when you are an army and you seize the opponents in the other army, they're prisoners of war. And what do you do with prisoners of war? You might have them in your torture camps. You might do heavy interrogation, waterboarding. We're in Yahweh's army. The house of David is a literal military. So he's getting the elite, the Navy SEALs of the military, and he's going to plan to put us in interrogation rooms. He wants us to sell out, man. You got it.
Nor worship the beast, neither his image,
Yep.
neither have received his charagma
Yep.
in their foreheads or in their hands, and they live and reign with Mashiach 1,000 years.
That's the accolade, man.
Right.
Because that opportunity, when we're in those, when we're in spiritual room 101, that's our hour of Gethsemane.
Yep.
That's our opportunity. That's us partaking in Yahweh's suffering. And what did it say in Timothy? Can the brother get that? If you suffer with me, you shall. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I got one for you,
Let's
bro.
go, brother.
This is the book of 2 Timothy chapter 4, starting verse 7. To think about once, we have to go in front of them guillotines, man. I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith.
He finished his course. We all have a course. And all of our course is specifically designed for us.
That's right.
All right, go ahead.
Henceforth, there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord Yahweh, the righteous judge, shall give me in that day, and not to me only, but unto all them that also love his appearing.
Yeah. So
144.
we're waiting on Yahweh. We're waiting on Yahweh's side. We're waiting on Yahweh's side. But if we're worthy, we can partake in that suffering, man. I know that flesh might be like, I don't want to go through that.
Right.
But fuck, if we're worthy, we can go through that.
Yep.
Because whom the Lord loves, he chastised and scourged every son whom he received.
That's right.
And if you are without chastisement, you're a bastard.
Right.
We gotta go through the auditions.
Yep.
There's always a final audition.
Yep.
That final audition, man. All
So
right.
even Yahweh Shai asked the Heavenly Father, saying, he didn't want to make that walk. He didn't want to drink that cup.
Yeah, he
but he
did.
had to,
Yep.
you
The Most High sent spirits on down there to comfort him. Right. All right.
But the ad, it's nothing like hearing that "well done, thy faithful servant" from Yahweh Shai. Because
Yeah.
like I said, going through that trouble, and then also too, what Ezra had said, he said he commended those that stood so stiffly. So when just say you go through, we get through Jacob's trouble, we reunited, we in the in the chairs or whatever. And then you start, you telling each other about your story, what you had to go through. It's nothing like hearing "well done," from each other, but ultimately from Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, because when you die for this testimony, Yahweh Shai, he basically gets out of his seat. Hey, what account Stephen?
Yeah.
Basically because when you go into like Psalms 110, it tells you how he's sitting at the right hand. But when Stephen basically looked up as he was about to get stoned, but basically just announcing the truth to those wicked Jews, what happened? He said, look, he saw Mosai, he saw Yahweh, and he saw Yahweh Shai standing. And that also goes to show you that Stephen had to see the face of the Most High, because you can't see the face of the Most High and live. So he had to see his face as well as Yahweh Shai standing next to him.
He was already almost out of there.
Exactly.
You know how you got
Exactly.
a loved one, they almost in the spirit world.
Fading in and out.
They be seeing angels and they be seeing people walk in the room that's not there. 'Cause they be, like you said, fading in and out, man.
And how my grandmother was prior to her dying, basically she said that she saw many people. She was going in and out, but she said it was a lot of people as she was lying on her hospital bed.
And you know what? Oh, go ahead. And our relatives, the people you love that went back to the spirit world, they wait on you to deliver Zion. They wait on you and Yahweh Shai. It's Zion versus the Matrix. They wait on you to overcome Zion. Like your ancestors, your uncles and your aunties, your grandma. They in their right spirit now. They're out the Matrix now. So they're waiting on you to deliver Zion. This for Zion. Zion versus the Matrix, man. Zion versus Babylon, man. Come on, man. If you suffer with me, you shall reign with me. Some of us lost our children. We done lost our families, our wives, our jobs. We done seen people that left school with us, now they financially surpassed us and we still here. In our same position. No, because we forsake this world. And when you think about why we did it, it brings glory to my spirit, man. I don't want to party another day here, man. All right, you can have your Netflix. You can have your Tinder
And chill.
your Netflix and chill.
Hey, this is a prophecy within the Apocrypha. It goes into a good life have a few days,
Yeah.
but a good name endure forever. We still hearing about the story of King David, Job, Daniel in the lion's den. All these great examples of our forefathers standing in their integrity. So how much more us within the next kingdom to come? It goes into the nations. They're gonna be commending us. They're gonna be writing books about our stories that we did on this side.
We're going to be living legends. Living legends. They're going to be reading about us while they're seeing us. All right. You know how you watch a documentary on some great football player from the 70s, but Jake's still alive and shit? You're a living legend. Just some of them civil rights dudes. All of them, they living legends, man.
Because this is the only thing that's real, that's truth, man.
Yeah.
Because when it's over said and done, like I said, we're gonna be talked about, apparatus out with those men. We're gonna be the ones written about, and we're gonna be there for them to actually see who's being talked about.
Yeah.
The rest of this shit, you're gonna hear about it, but it's not gonna be there. It's gonna be gone. This shit right now, it's almost like a hologram, man.
right.
This shit ain't real.
It ain't real, bro.
This is Obadiah 1:21. And Savior shall come up on Mount Zion to judge the mount of Esau, and the kingdom shall be the Lord's.
And it's going into about our people that pass from this side, they transition to the spiritual realm.
Yeah.
They cheering on for the hopeful elect on this side right now.
Yeah.
So we're liking them to saviors, man, through the
That's right.
spirit.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, prove your point. 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, how the righteous blood.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. That's right.
This Apostle Paul going through his hour of Gethsemane moment. This is Acts 21:10. It says, and as we tarried there many days, there came down from Judea a certain prophet named Agabus. And when he was coming to us, he took Paul's girdle and bound his own hands and feet and said, thus said the Holy Spirit, so should the Jews at Jerusalem bind the man that owned this girdle, and should deliver him into the hands of the Gentiles.
You know how terrible it is, and the type of spirit you have to have. You know what I'm saying? The spirit got on this man, tell him, look, you're gonna die just like this.
Verse 12.
That's like Lamar telling me you're gonna go out tomorrow by hanging. That's what's gonna happen.
Verse 12. And when we heard these things, both we and they of that place besought him not to go into Jerusalem. So they're trying to talk Apostle Paul going, like, refraining from going to Jerusalem.
They put you in the mind of Peter when he tried to kind of like, no, you ain't gonna go out like this, Lord. But that was Satan though.
If I could make a point too, when you look up the account of Apostle Paul, now he was brought bound to Jerusalem, but basically, the conclusion of his account, he was beheaded. You know,
Which is a mercy kill. You know, the guillotine is a low-key mercy kill. But, you know, you have to remember, the Most High not going to put you in a temptation that's overbearing to you. So what spirit is he going to have on elect to endure that, man? To go to the spirit world that way, man. All right?
Verse 13. Then Paul answered, what mean ye to weep and to break my heart? For I am ready not to be bound only, but also to die at Jerusalem for the name of Yahushua.
It's that name, man.
For the name.
Don't you know from the time of Adam to the time of the return of Yahweh, it's a story. It's a story about the name of Yahweh Bashmos. It's a story about his name. It's a story about the great he is, the great Yahweh. So we want to be the protagonist in that story, man. We don't want to be the fallouts. We don't want to be the antagonists. We want to be the men that endure for that famous name.
That's right.
All right, that mystery guide pursuant to the Book of Acts on Mars Hill. This is the great unknown. What's it, huh?
I was saying second time we see no fun standing stiff.
Yeah, standing stiffly, man.
Yeah.
Standing. I want a clean victory, man. All right, I pray for a clean victory for all of us, man. Hey, come. Hey, I know your Rumble had that scripture ready.
This is 2 Timothy 2:11. Starting at 11. It is a faithful saying, for if we be dead with him, we shall also live with him.
Because we're dead spiritually. We're physically. Our life is here. We've killed our archetypes. We've killed our Tyrone. The person we could have been in America, we killed him.
If you really think about it, this is not life.
Yeah.
We just exist.
Yeah.
You really think about it, man.
We're living in death. That's why you go to the hospital, they give you pills. You go to the store, they give you processed food. You're living in death. That's why it's death flying around you called chemtrails, man. We're living in death. That's why you have sex unprotected, you might die. You eat too much Esau's food, you might die. This is death, nigga. The most popular music is death music. The Valley of the Shadow of Death, man. So in the kingdom, we're going to actually experience life.
Cause you know what's crazy, bro?
Yeah.
You see a person walking around with an oxygen machine. Why? Why do you need fucking oxygen?
And this is the oxygen.
This is the oxygen.
That's
That don't
a
make
good
no
point.
fucking sense, man.
Does it?
Verse 12. If we suffer, we shall also reign with him. If we deny him, he will also deny us.
Yep. And we don't want to, because we don't want to have that light of Peter. We don't want to deny your house side.
All right. Like Marcus Aurelius, he had a quote. He goes into like what we do now echoes in eternity.
Yeah.
You know, by standing stiffly for Yahushua, that's gonna be remembered forever.
That's something
No,
that comes with it.
immortality, it goes into like an endless life. It also goes into enduring fame. You know, so that's gonna be a forever type of thing.
And this is Mark 10 and 39. And they said unto him, we can. Yahushua said unto them, yes. No, so like, ye shall indeed drink of that cup that I drink of, and with the baptism that I am baptized with, shall you be baptized. And then when you go into that term cup in the Greek, it actually goes into your divine appointment. So that's pretty much it.
Yep. Hey, well, with that, we hope you brothers and sisters were edified. Once again, we want to give our honor and glory to
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Ba'Shem Rakakwadash.
Seven underscore elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone Ruel. Peace and blessings, health and wealth into the house of the elect. Abba Bao.
Abba Bao. Kwam Yasharala.
How about Shema Shabbat Shalom?
Shalom.